Dusties, you make your cut, you get your cut. No exceptions. Come on, pick it up. Troy, what's the yield?
Minimal at this point. Occasional glimmer, but it's weak.
What do you think? Stay the course?
No, ma'am. Juice ain't worth the squeeze.
Well, okay then. Let's call this one tapped. Why don't you move over to that big vein we looked at?
Yes, ma'am.
Dusty, you're up. Grab a cutter and mine what you can. Metal deposits are in that cavern. I'll shout out when I need you.
You think we'll be done here soon?
Come on. It's time. You're with me.
And here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Standard reading a clean break. Shutting down.
Let's go! Ella, get the readings.
Yeah, about that.
Problem?
Not if you consider a spike in gravity readings a problem.
I don't.
You don't?
What we're after, it'll read as an anomaly. That's what I was told anyway.
Okay, now you're starting to freak me out.
Relax. It's just another job. Come on.
We're getting close, I think. Yeah, everything is just... Lynn, seriously, there's something really effed up about this.
Where is it, Hella?
Through there, I think.
Okay, you're up. Something goes wrong in there, we'll come get you.
Why would anything go wrong?
Would you shut up? Both of you do your jobs. Client is on his way.
Still getting weird gravity readings. I guess that's a good thing. Just keep going.
Do you see anything?
Come on. Okay, take it easy. You were out cold. No physical damage. Mentally, the jury's still out. You know who you are? New recruit for Argos Extractors? Ring any bells? Any of this look familiar?
Bet you were expecting a quiet job compared to your last gig. Bounty hunter turned space miner. Well, you got the sample. Client's on his way, then we all get paid. You remember anything that happened? Huh. Well, you passed out, that's for sure. Everything else, probably just your brain playing tricks. Either way, we got what we were looking for.
All this trouble for that stupid thing? Huh. Sure don't look like much.
Never mind what it looks like. It's worth more than this mine has pulled in all month. We'll be... Speak of the devil. Our constellation contact is on approach.
Wait, the Explorers group? I thought they were kind of a joke.
Not a joke. You're just too young to know better.
Hey, I'm just saying they got a reputation. Hell, I bet half the crew here doesn't even believe they really exist.
Half the crew doesn't believe Earth exists, but it's still there. Same with constellation.
Yeah, come on. Exploring space. Who does that anymore? Ain't the space we've already got complicated enough?
Whoa. You don't look good.
You all right? Need some coffee or something? Got a packet around here somewhere.
You got a few more digs to go before I feel like talking to you.
This has been a good run. You lucked out being picked up for this one.
Oh, sure, just take my stuff. All yours. How'd they sucker you to join? Fall for the fancy pamphlets?
Personal log. Heller, Argos Extractors. I figured Vectera for your standard moon. Looks like I was misinformed. Lynn just filled me in on what we're really doing here. Looks like Lynn's got another, what's the word she used? Discreet contract with that Barrett guy. He says there's something special here, and he's paying top dollar for us to find it, rip it out, and deliver it, no questions asked. I have, of course, been honoring this arrangement by asking Lynn a ton of questions. She's playing it close to her sweaty old vest, as usual. But a guy does have to wonder, what the hell does special even mean in this case? We're on a moon, in the middle of nowhere. Either this guy wants to make jewelry from some rare space diamonds, or there's some kind of ancient alien death weapon buried here. If it's diamonds, I'm totally stealing one to give to Jennifer, or Carlos, or Naya. And if it's a death weapon, I get to shoot it first. Those are my terms.
trying to get through my shift.
Argos usually ain't so good at picking sites. Oh, this time, like a miracle.
Glad when we're off this rock.
Don't get too used to how easy this has been. Next dig might be toxic hazard or worse.
This is the personal log of Lynn's amazing right-hand man. That's me, Heller. Another day, another giant rock. The rock currently in question is Vectera, which is, it's a moon. It's in space, it's got ore, like the last 100. Unless you're me and can appreciate the beautiful distinctions between neodymium, vanadium, and iridium. I love these clowns, but most of them can't tell iron from lead.
Heller putting that first aid seminar to work on you, huh?
What?
You're lucky. I've been with some outfits that didn't even bother packing them.
Not interested. Whatever it is.
Lynn sure seems to like you. Guess she would know, being the boss and all.
Supervisor's log supplemental. Still day 2 of Argos Extractor's Vectera dig. Freestock Collective Claim ID Beta 7548 Alpha. As far as anyone knows, this is just another ore run. Vectera's got enough mid-level veins to keep everyone working and not asking questions. I've told Heller everything he needs to know, which is pretty much everything I know. That this is another one of Barrett's special orders. He made good with the payment for Kazal, even if it was a bust. This time, I'm not so sure. This place is giving me the willies. I think we're going to find something. I just have no idea what it could be, or why Barrett might want it. But those sweet Constellation credits mean we dig our holes and keep our mouths shut. And I'm okay with that. Hopefully, between Barrett's mysterious thing and the ore itself, we'll be done with this rock in 5 days, when the transport is supposed to come back for extraction.
You fitting in okay? Mining crews ain't the friendliest, but they're good folks.
You got somewhere else to be?
Take care of yourself out there.
Hey, that was my sandwich!
Busy. Talk to you later.
Shifts seem to be getting longer. That's Argos for you. Squeeze every credit they can.
All right, Dusty. Airlock. Put your helmet on.
Barrett?
Man!
Been a long time.
Yes, it has. That mine on Bendy, right?
Kazal, hellhole, like this place. Rare mineral contract. Your tastes are a bit more sophisticated now, huh?
So, you found something?
Right here. The new guy found it.
That right. And everything went cool? Just like grabbing those minerals on Bendy?
Kazal. And no, Barrett, not cool. He passed out after the extraction. Woke up saying all kinds of nonsense.
Is that right, cowboy? Went on a trip, huh?
That fun, huh? Not the most gentle push into the great mysteries of space, but hey, been there.
Look, just hand over the credits, and I'll be happy to never see this thing, or you, ever again.
That's why I like you, Lynn. All business.
Barrett, the scanners on the frontier are reporting a ship coming in hot from orbit.
I really thought I lost them.
Barrett?
Everybody get ready! Just like the emergency bridge! Go! Go! We've got this! Like it was nothing.
Hey, you get any good hits in? It's not every day we get to cut anything other than rocks.
This attack better not be coming out of our pay. Were you in that dust-up?
Can't believe the Crimson Fleet hit us.
Of course Barrett was being followed. Every time.
Now that was some fine work under pressure. You dug up the artifact, right? That means you saw it. The visions? You're coming with me to Constellation. You're part of this now. You ever stare up at the stars at night wondering what's out there? Well, that's us. That's where we go. Hey, I wasn't gonna bring it up, but we don't exactly know what the artifact might have done to your head, and Constellation is really the only group qualified to help.
Oh no, Barrett. No. You think you're just going to take off after the mess you caused?
Oh, right. I guess I did just put you all on the Crimson Fleet hit list. How about I stay and I send your Dusty here in my place? I know, but he's not some miner anymore, Lynn. Soon as he touched that rock, something changed. Don't tell me you can't feel it.
Fine. It's a deal. Get out of here, Dusty. You're on to bigger things. Now that we've been attacked, we've got to pack up and move on. Argos will come for the rest of us. You get going. Just go. Before I say something I regret.
Well, now that that's settled. Vasco, get him to the lodge. No deviations unless absolutely necessary, okay? Protocol Indigo.
Indigo. Again. Very well.
Oh, and hey, take this. You'll find it very useful out there. And it even tells the time. Hey, look at that. The watch fits you perfectly. Now, questions? They're just following the loot, like pirates do. And I have something of a reputation as a loot collector. That, my friend, is the million-credit question. And Constellation can find the answer, with your help. See, that's the problem with the settled systems. Too easy to take everything for granted. While everyone else is busy playing politics, we're the ones braving the unknown, charting the vastness of space. Without us, the galaxy is just a big room with the lights turned out. Technically, it's not even mine. Consider it alone. Vasco will keep you on course. Besides, I'm making an exception since you can tell Constellation about that vision you had. Come on. You're really not at all curious about that light and music show you experienced? Why it only affected you? Because if you didn't notice, we've all been handling it since with no problem. The way I see it, Constellation needs that artifact, but they also need you. This mystery is only getting bigger each step we take, and you're part of it now. And Vasco, don't let him break my ship.
We're still in one piece. Oh, God.
It appears you are the new captain of the Frontier. just up the ramp, Captain. I'll be in the external robotics bay. Captain, I assume you know how to fly a Class A starship. As Barrett likes to say, it's as easy as learning to ride a bike. I will attempt to boost the shields, just in case there are any difficulties.
You know the drill, Vasco. Protocol Indigo means no deviations, no distractions, no dalliances, in short, no fun. Unless, as strictly defined by Sarah, said deviations, distractions, and dalliances are completely necessary in getting this fine vessel, the Discovery-class Starship Frontier, back home in one piece. I guess I'm still technically borrowing it from Constellation, even if I have no intention of actually giving it back. Oh, I'd kill for some chunks right now. First stop when I get home. But I really need to get better about packing snacks for these long hauls. Some rhubarb boom pop. Maybe some cereal. Irvin always made the best trail mix. Added in little marshmallows for stars. I miss that.
shields ready. The rest is up to you. Now that we are in orbit, it might be wise to test all controls and systems to ensure they are not on the verge of catastrophic failure. I can step you through the entire process, or if you're already an experienced pilot, just power up all the systems, and we'll be on our way. On a ship requires power. Allocating power is under your direct control. Let's go over the engines. Engines control our maximum speed. Try increasing and decreasing our relative velocity. A ship's engine has a sweet spot for better handling during turns. Draw your attention to the HUD. You'll notice a speed indicator in the lower left with a gauge that goes up and down as you adjust the throttle. Try to center the gauge so that it lines up with the center of the vertical bars to its right. Boosts can be engaged for temporary bursts of speed. Let's turn our attention to the shields. Try adjusting power to the shields. Notice more power increases their strength. Shields protect the ship from hull damage. Without a hull, it'll be vaporized. Shield health is displayed in the lower right. Hull damage is below it. You've proven an adequate pilot. Are you familiar with ship combat tactics? Because that's a Crimson Fleet ship bringing its weapons to bear. We will need to disable their shields. Laser-based weaponry is particularly effective. If you can keep the enemy ship centered on the HUD, we can lock in to fire a homing missile.
Aren't you from that explorer's group? Don't they teach you to fly?
Congratulations on surviving your first Starship assault, Captain. We should search the wreckage for spare parts and other salvage. You will need to fly close to it before we can access the remains. Crimson Fleet ships are jumping into our location, Captain. Our mission. In short, they are after the frontier and will not stop. We will need to deal with the local Crimson Fleet captain. A recent scan indicates an abandoned facility on the nearby moon of Crete, a perfect staging area for pirates.
do that every day until we die.
As a tracker agent, my duty is to inform and advise.
Keep your nose clean. Last thing I want is to charge you for a DP, an A&B, B&E, or heaven forbid, an MS. But at least then we wouldn't have to worry about a VOP. Am I right?
Thing about the trade business? Who you know matters as much as anything else. Welcome to the Trade Authority. If you're here on legitimate business, I would be more than happy to help you. If, however, you are here under false pretense, say, sent by one Miss Tsang of UC Distribution, then I'm afraid you'll find nothing illegitimate here to report to her. And I'd ask that you pass along my request to stop these silly games. So, what'll it be? Perhaps, but I'm quite confident in my business, and I refuse to be intimidated. Please, let me know if I can assist you further. I thought the name made it rather obvious. We are the authority on trade in the settled systems. Whether it's bulk cargo, specialty items, or individual requests, we make sure things get where they need to go. We have shipping lanes across the settled systems and deal with nearly every major corporation and faction there is. We've been in New Atlantis for a very long time, before most things topside were built. With lots of infrastructure already in place, ample storage, and discreet access to the spaceport, it makes sense to stay. It's had the unintentional, but not unwelcome, side effect of weeding out people who can be timid about doing business. You won't find a better selection or more reasonable. That depends. If you have a ship and are willing to haul cargo, then we've got some work. Otherwise, you're gonna have to be more specific. We frequently post cargo running jobs up on the mission boards around town. Check them out. I've heard our jobs pay well, and on the off chance that's not what you're looking for, well, I can't really help you then. Many different parties use the mission board to post jobs for freelancers and the like. For example, the Trade Authority uses them to post cargo hauling jobs. You'll usually find mission boards in bars, typically ones nearest the spaceport. You might be able to find them elsewhere, but that's your best bet. If there's something you need, no matter what it is. Ah, yes, I've been expecting you. Here's your package. And don't worry, I've already corrected the ownership record for you. Nothing. Nothing at all. Thanks for your business. Pleasure dealing with you.
I used to be an actuary. Now look at me. The well's been having brownouts all the time.
Selling art is a
Master
bit of a
finally sent someone down there.
Are you crazy? Keep your damn voice down.
Buy low, sell high.
I'm sure there's a wealthy banker in New Atlantis that will greatly appreciate what you just delivered to me. Oh, get off your high horse. I didn't trick you. You're just not very observant. What do you have to complain about? You're getting paid? Everything went smoothly. No one got hurt. It's all part of the game, my friend. It pays to get your hands a little bit dirty. It pays very, very well. But I digress. Thank you for your discretion. Now that our little transaction is complete, I should be on my way. Take care, and let's not talk about this again. That's of no concern to you. I told you at the end of our business that we will not speak about it. Do not mention my work again. Goodbye.
Thanks for
choosing
I
Terra.
am a
Hi there.
manager. I
Welcome
should be
to-
managing.
Well, manager, do you think you can manage to make a premium cappuccino, a double dairy, and no whip?
I don't appreciate your tone. And no, I will not make whatever it is you just said. Because this place is a disorganized mess. What you asked me to do is literally impossible.
Oh, I understand impossible. Fine. You want to organize? There's some up in the back. See if you can't organize a little floor cleaning operation.
Not now. Can't you see how busy I am? Could you please bother someone else? What? No, just do I look like a barista to you?
If you'd like a cup of coffee, please speak to one of our cashiers.
I always wondered what the inside of the lodge looks like. Our Eugen. So yeah, you're supporting them anyway.
That's fine.
So much to... You look like someone who has many stories to tell. Me? Why, to be frank, I don't do much. I now live to collect artifacts from Earth. You see, every artifact tells a story. Even spoons and forks, which most take for granted. People laugh at me when they see I collect old Earth spoons. But think about it, friend. Spoons. Ah, the usual things, I suppose. I'm only joking, of course. I've actually been fortunate to call New Atlantis home for many years. For a collector, like myself, I do believe I've been charmed to make the acquaintance of many fellow old Earth. A plate? Oh my. As in a plate from Earth? Absolutely. Without question. Here, take the gem. That Guillaume, if he wanted his gem back so badly, he could have simply asked. The gem is worthless, less than a paperweight. But actually, Earth paperweights are quite valuable. Bah, I'm sure Guillaume makes it seem that way. In reality, it couldn't be further from the truth. Guillaume and I have known each other for years. Since we were both young men. He is the closest thing I have to a brother. And, much like brothers, we quarrel. But that doesn't mean we don't like each other. I will say, however, Guillaume can be a tad overdramatic, as well as a sore loser. Don't tell him I said that.
Hi, how you doing?
something. At this rate, I won't even have a collection. Ah, wonderful. I knew George would make the exchange. He could never resist foodware from Earth. You've done me a great service today, friend. I'll be sure to never take this gem for granted ever again. Thank you for bringing it back to me. Until next time.
Hey, this really isn't a good place for civilians to be hanging around. There's something I can help you with? Not really sure. Whenever they get through their backlog, I guess. Is there a reason you're asking? Oh, security impounded a ton of cargo and didn't have storage space for it all, so we're holding on to some of it until they can run inventory. So, you need something, or...? Yeah... I can't really just let you in there. I'm not falling for that. I'm not trying to make your life difficult. This isn't getting us anywhere. I'm gonna need you to clear out of here, or else I'll have to call. Hey, try and be careful. It's really not safe for civilians here. Hey, this really... There's something I can... not really. Oh, so... Yeah... Finally, someone... I'm glad you understand the position I'm in here. All right, look, don't tell anyone I did this for you. I could lose my job over it. If anyone asks, I had nothing to do with this. You got it? 1 second. All right, make it quick, will you?
gotta be honest, I'm a little surprised every time the ship makes it back.
A diplomatic visa? You got to be kidding.
You will be scanned as you enter the city.
Okay. Hello? Good to see you again. Can I get you something? Hey there, new guy. Hope life is treating you well. Let me know if I can get you.
Oh, no way. You really got it? I probably don't want to know what you did to get this, right? I mean, I want to know, but it's maybe better if I don't. I certainly hope not. This is a huge deal to me, but it's not worth either of us murdering over. Well, look, I can assure this will all be worth it in the end. Matter of fact, I'm going to let you have the first ever sample. On top of that, you get free drinks. Not like unlimited free drinks, but you want a little pick-me-up now and then? I got you covered. I need some time to work on what comes next. But this was the difficult part, I think. Really? Thank you so much. Sure thing. What? I hear there's some... when I first heard about it. And it's not like they're ever come... Stop by anytime you'd like to catch up.
The water is quite aesthetically pleasing, or so Barrett has told me. New Atlantis relies on advanced hydroelectrics for most of its power.
Get out there and show them what the UC's made of. Supra and Ultra.
The security of the United Colonies is every citizen's responsibility. I hope you're not here to report something. If you are, it means you've seen far too much. No. My parents would never have been so presumptuous. Every agent who joins Aegis gets to choose a pseudonym, pending approval, of course. I chose this for myself when I signed on. I have, of course, since learned that I am not nearly as smart as I thought I was as a younger man. I suppose none of us are. All you really need to know is that we're here to serve and we're the good guys. Our main priority is the safety and security of the citizens and assets of the... We keep an eye on, well, everything. That's a level of detail I can't get into. No. That is a word that has been used, both for good. Well, you're certainly entitled to that opinion, and there are plenty of others. I'm the acting head of Aegis. I oversee all our active projects and agents in the field, and we're the intelligence arm of the United Colonies. Think of it this way. UC Security responds to threats. It's... Ah, right. You're Sergeant Yumi's recruit. You're taller than I expected. Statistical average, psychological tendencies, a sergeant's need. But really, it was just a joke. I meant nothing by it. In any case, let me fill you in. We have a dead drop that we think has been compromised. So I'd like someone from UC Security to handle the pick. Take the package back to Sergeant Yumi, and he'll check it in as evidence before it gets routed back to Aegis. We think non-UC affiliated groups have their eye on it, and are using it to identify. Normally, we just burn the location, but we didn't get this intel until after the drop. So we're going to need non-Aegis personnel to do the pickup to cover our tracks. Well, I told the sergeant that anyone hired for this job should get my stamp of... Nothing personal. It's just this sort of... Take the NAT to the spaceport. There should be a Galbank ATM right next to the station. The package is taped under one of the benches. Grab it and deliver it to Sergeant Yumi and the job's done. You really should know better than to ask for classified intel. Don't worry, I'm just giving you a hard time. Good luck with the mission.
Hey. The range is available if you need it, but I'd better not see you pointing a weapon anywhere else.
You are, of course, welcome at any time here. Make sure that package gets to UC Security.
doing okay? I know it's been a rough week.
How's the Still have questions? Go ahead and ask. Nicely done. It's really hard to find good help these days. That being said, my luck seems to be turning around. We've gotten a lot of new personnel as of late, not just you. Who knew all I had to do was put up a sign? As am I. And the best part is, since you're all part-timers, there's no paperwork. Anyway, here's your payment. And if I have any more work for you, I'll let you know.
See that scientist out in front of mast, staring at trees? Sounds upset.
What? Can't you see I'm dealing with something? Did you not hear? They won't let me enter the city. Me, a political envoy who comes here constantly trying to help prevent another war. And this is the thanks I get? They won't let me enter without a diplomatic visa? Ridiculous. Oh, really? And here I am biting your head off. Apologies. I'm just, well, rather flustered. Look, if you have time, could you please go to the Freestyle Collective Embassy and speak to a diplomat? They'll know what to do. Thank you. I'll wait here until the embassy sends the cavalry. Not like I have much choice.
Stay safe out there. You will be scanned as you enter the city. Please keep...
Check. You have a nice day.
Rifle? Already stowed.
Finally back with our son.
New Atlantis is a really safe city, which is cool if you like that sort of thing. To each their own. Hey? Yeah, good talk. Trying to get a job at Galbank. It's the big building with the word Galbank on it. Good for you. A lot of people can, but not everyone does. Anyway, yeah, I'd like to be a banker. It'll be fun. Because magic isn't real, which means I can't be a necromancer. I figured being a soul-sucking banker was the next best thing. Why? Funny. I'm more of a caterpillar person myself, but fine, you win. I like to paint, I like to crochet, pretty much hate everything else. You're starting to grow on me, though. Like a fungus. But I like mush. Yeah. Find a gal bank teller and deposit all your creds into my bank account. It'll be paid, of course. Eventually. Later.
Listen, I have a lot on my plate right now, and you don't look like a new hire stumbling through their first day. Who exactly are you? Really? You have your own ship? Oh, this is perfect. Kismet, really. I have a business proposition for you that could help us both out. Very lucrative. You're a law and order type? Well, this is perfect. This job is literally serving justice. Gal Bank is the aggrieved party, and if you help me, you help all of us. Good. Great. Well, confession time. I might just be a little desperate. See, the world of credit analysis, dealing with deadbeats and reprobates is, it's a tough field. And what I need is a ringer, someone that can collect some of our top delinquent offenders. What I need is you. You work with me, and the fee you get will be huge. If you haven't noticed, and I'm guessing you have, the settled systems is big. Like really big. Someone gets seriously underwater, they skip the system. And it's a real pain to track them down. Sad truth is, we can't track everyone down, so credit analysis always has a black eye when reporting. Oh, I can tell you're eager. That's good. But we'll start small and work our way up to the world. Yes! So, we got a Galaxy-class con man took out a loan to franchise a restaurant. Turns out, surprise, it was a scam. And Dieter Maliki jumps system. Now, he's holed up in a literal shack in the middle of nowhere. Can you believe it? The job is simple. Get Dieter to pay. And we don't want him dead, we don't want him hurt. Just close his account like an honest citizen. Well, I mean, yes, we're not the only ones looking for him. And you don't dome up on a dust ball unless you're serious about dodging your civic responsibilities. If he dies, then his assets go to probate, and we can get paid. So if he forces you into an it's you or him situation, it's A-okay for Gal Bank's bottom line if you choose him. But I cannot stress this enough. This is not the ideal outcome. We wanted him liquidated, we'd have put a tracker on him. Well, you may need to lean on him, scare him. Nothing illegal, just talk to him. And don't listen to any sob stories he tells you. Any job I give you, I guarantee there's not some poor sick aunt that needs credits for surgery. These are scofflaws, scum, flagrantly violating the terms of their Gal Bank agreements. I'll send over all the details. You find Dieter and bring his account current. I hate to end on this note, but not everyone's a straight arrow. If you cut a deal with Dieter, honestly, I have no way of knowing. But don't expect any more jobs from me. Best of luck. I believe in you.
I do. If there is any way I can assist you with Gal Bank, your money. Gal Bank makes personal finance easy. Money, as long as you
I need to find a store with good watercolors. I'm a morning person. See ya.
It's like...
When someone insults you, you want
Even
to
just the sound of his voice is...
Oh, hi there. I'm Marcus Lestari. Are you interested in the Sanctum Universum? Glad to hear it. It's an exciting time for the church. We're growing every day, and we've been getting more interested visitors. Actually, we've had a few visitors come by recently, but I'm wondering, would you like to go check in with those visitors and welcome them back to our church? Maybe all they... Well, that's why. We want to keep growing our community, but sometimes people... A new face like yourself might make the prior visitors more comfortable with. Excellent. Their names were Tony, Evie, and Johan. When you check in with them, give them one of these. If you want, take some time to talk with them, get to know them and why they were interested in the Sanctum Universum.
Aquilus has seen
helped me
so
through some
much.
tough times.
I'm
Have you
really
ever heard
glad I
one
can
of his
talk to him
sermons?
when I
I
need
don't
to.
really go for all this religion stuff.
Down with the FC!
What do you want? I'm very busy. What? Let me see. Oh, yeah. I went to the Sanctum Universum a while back. I haven't checked it out again, though. It's interesting. The whole literally finding God thing is comforting to me. Wait, why am I telling you this? I'm not sure. The truth is that I want to believe in it all. The Sanctum Universum believes that God gave us the ability to grab jumps so that, if that's true, maybe I can find my dad as well. I lost him when I was... Because if it all ends up not being real... I don't need a lecture from you. Listen, I don't want to talk about this.
The FC's no friend of you and me.
What's my problem with them? Really? I'm keeping the Colony War was an unforgivable tragedy. Countless lives. The Freestar Collective took... But that's not what I want. I don't want us to move on. I want people to wake up and realize what... I want justice and Well, I want it torn down. The fact that there's even an embassy for them here after... Tear it down. Tear... Ha! Diplomacy? That doesn't mean anything to the FC. They'll... All right.
The guards will check you at the elevators. Try not to make a fuss. Welcome to the Freestar Embassy. Is there something I can help you with? Unless you have an appointment, only Freestar diplomats and security members are allowed inside. And because you're asking the question, I take it you... You can't forget what you don't need. Diplomatic visas haven't been in use since the... No, this sounds to me like a guard bought a red mark. I'll make a call to Sergeant Yumi and see if I can...
Bulk items may require multiple levels of approval and can take up to several weeks for an official response. We apologize for any delay. Welcome to UC Distribution. Now, before you say a word, I am required to inform you that I have been told it'll be up and running in 2 weeks, but you know how these things... Also, if you're here about a corporate account, I've been assured that deliveries... You mean besides providing a pleasant face for customers? It's all in the name. We distribute materials and products all around the United Colonies. Never a dull moment. Always something going on, and 4 other things we need to... I know some people don't believe it, but we really do the best we can. Wouldn't still be working here? Oh, well, certainly. Right. Come back if you need something else.
By the way, Sergeant Yumi was looking for...
Working at the distribution center can be tiring. Oh, that's not really my area. I don't have clearance for that just yet. Well, someday, you'll want to talk to Miss... Of course, who wouldn't? It's such a privilege to be able to work for the... Every day is so exciting. I get to meet so many new people, solve interesting... Yep, there's never a boring... Oh, no, when I was growing up, I actually wanted to be a miner on Sidonia. As weird as that may sound. Lucky for me, working at the distribution center is... Really? Nice! I went there a while back. To tell you the truth, I don't really have any thoughts on the church itself. I wouldn't consider myself religious. I don't think I really know enough about the church to decide if it's bad or good, or if it's even a good fit for me. There wasn't really any reason. I just got busy or lazy and stopped. I've actually been meaning to check it out again. It's just something interesting to do after work. Gotta say that it's nice, you know? Because of my job, I don't really have too much free time to socialize or make friends. Now, don't get me wrong, I absolutely... But still, it can be hard to put myself out there sometimes. That's actually one of the... It was nice. Yeah, I think I... But hey, let me ask you something. Do you believe in all this Neither do I, honestly. But that could be a good reason to learn about it and give it a shot. Well, hey, I'll let you get back to it. Thanks for bringing this to me.
Please, if you experience any issues in your dealings with the distribution center, let us know. We're always striving.
I think I could live on coffee if I had to. It's nothing like an app. What, at Terra Brew? I wish. Nah, I live at Athena Tower. Just moved in, actually. Like, I'm not sure how long we'll be there, though. We're saving up to get out of New Atlantis, and, Yeah, sure. Her name's Donna. She works at the Nat station near Mast. Oh, boy, is she a catch. We met a couple of years ago, and, we've been going steady since... Keep that between us, okay? Fine, Wait. Am I glad to hear that. I already have a girlfriend. Catch you later, yeah? Oh, thank you, I guess. An invitation, huh? Yeah, I checked out the church a few weeks ago, but I haven't gone back yet. My girlfriend and I want to leave New Atlantis and travel the settled systems. We've been working on... I'm excited too, but it's still a little scary, you know? We've been in New Atlantis all our lives. I guess I was seeking out some sort of comfort from the church. I don't know. I don't want to disappoint anyone in case I stop going. The church was interesting, but how can anyone know for certain? I guess that's probably why I never went back. Yeah, you're right about that. To be honest, I'm not sure I'll visit the church again, but I'll think about it. Anyways, I gotta get going. Thank you for...
Ever wonder how the Crimson Fleet seems to be?
Don't be nervous. You got this.
Welcome to an... Unfortunately, I'm not authorized to make appointments. You'll need to contact someone directly.
Staggeringly huge. They need people like you.
Wow, you look completely different.
Can we run through it one more time?
You can over-rehearse. It'll sound bad.
Keeper Aquilus has been helping me work through some, Sure, but I was born and raised in New Atlantis. Actually, to be more specific, the Well. The Sanctum Universum has been helpful for me. I admittedly have... I'm a pretty devoted follower. I love coming to listen to Keeper... I truly believe that Keeper Aquilus and the Sanctum Universum has been... I try to reach out to others as much as possible, you know? Invite them to come talk with us and... Great! How'd it go? I don't know if I would go so far as saying that there was a lesson to be learned. The diverse backgrounds and perspectives of each of our visitors and members is, at the end of the day, the church is trying... I'm glad to hear that. Sometimes people just need a little reminder that they're always welcome here. Here, your payments as promised. Thank you for taking the time to do this. And I hope to see you around the church too.
Captain, Constellation will be...
Are you a member? Keeper
This space is if you are a citizen and require brief counseling. You may speak with any Colonial Health Services representative.
I'm sorry, I really can't afford to be distracted.
I need to get to the bottom of this. Yes, concerned is an understatement. I work for the scientific division of MAST. I've been studying this tree for quite some time, and it appears to be exhibiting some worrying signs. Are you familiar with this particular specimen? Do you understand its importance? Look, I have a lot of work to do here. If you're just going to gawk, I'd ask that you move on. If you can actually assist me, however, I don't normally solicit help from random passersby, but it seems an exception. A mercenary, huh? Well, I'm sure we can work something out. So. Well, thank you. That's unexpected. There's a series of biosensors I've placed in various locations around New Atlantis, all calibrated to gather pertinent information. They've been running for long enough that I think it's time to collect and analyze their findings. If you would bring them to me, that would save time.
That your ship that landed not too long ago? It sure is something.
My mother wanted me to be a doctor.
Hey, are you looking for eggs too? I've only found one so far, but I want to find more before anyone else does. So if you see some, can you tell me? Yeah, it was. Weird, right? Miss Seng over at UC Distribution bought the one I found, and she said she might buy more if I can find them. I could really use the credits.
If I move back to the traffic is...
What?
I'm pleased to report that our stocks are Welcome to UC Distribution. Who, Jordan? That kid's in here every other day with some random thing he found. Trying to get credits. Why? What is it? I'm wondering why you'd come looking for it. That's so? Must mean something to you if you came looking for it. Well, you can have it back for what I paid for it, plus a little extra. Let's call it... I could, but I did pay for it. I'd like to recover my losses. And it's all the way in the back room. You're the one who said it was junk. If that's true, why bother coming back for it at all? Suit yourself. You're always welcome back, if you don't mind a bit of a wait.
Cool spacesuit. Kill for a cup of coffee right about now.
Welcome to UC Distribution. Well, pleasure doing business with you. Back to it then.
Having a good one?
It's a done deal. Our whole office is getting moved.
I really do need that additional data. If it isn't my favorite almost a lab assistant. Recent scans of the tree have suggested that a significant portion of the obviously some small percentage of its internal workings is always liquid to allow for the transfer of nutrients and so forth, but this, if it continues to increase, I'm concerned the entire tree may collapse. It's too soon to speculate. I'd very much like to see the additional data. If the time comes, I will certainly attempt to alert the appropriate people in Mast. If I have more data, though... I appreciate your confidence. The sooner I have all the available... So you do. Wonderful. I'll just take these, and we'll see what they have to tell us. All right, we'll just upload the data. Give it a moment.
sound, dear friend.
Oh, please, take a look. Appreciate the business.
I've got limited resources. I try not to turn... We're doing the best we can here. That's all we can ever do. Don't have much of a choice. Can't afford to pay staff, and... Well, I've got a few volunteers from the community. I can only ask. We've scraped by for a good long while now, and... Funny story about that. You know, when people first arrived on Jemison, they dismantled the colony. Over time, they built out, and up, and up. And after long enough, they started to forget. The walls and the ceiling have changed, but this place still uses equipment from that old ship. And it's here because not everyone in New Atlantis can afford. We're no Reliant Medical down here, but... All right, let's have a look. You need a bit of work, for sure, but I can... Right then, consider it never minded.
There are always about a million things to do, and I'm only one person. It's so overwhelming. Hey! Oh, you're not Carl. Sorry. I shouldn't assume. Maybe you go by Carl. You're just not the Carl I was... We're supposed to be investigating a power drain down here. People have been reporting brownouts for a while. I can't be in two places at once, and Carl isn't here. So I'm just trying... Co-worker of mine on this assignment with me. Clearly not taking it seriously. Not really surprising. Most folks are fine with ignoring... We're trying to isolate a power drain, which looks like it's the result of a large amount of power being rerouted through various subsystems. But it's kind of a two-person job. Someone needs to find the junction boxes associated with those subsystems and power them down. The other person needs to monitor the system remotely. It's pretty simple, really, and relatively safe. Only a small chance of electrocution. Well, since you're here and Carl isn't, and I really want to get this solved, I will take you up on that. What I need is very technical. I can talk you through it remotely. I'm gonna head to the monitoring station. The first box we're looking for is over near UC Surplus. You know, Antonio's place. I can contact you once you get there.
So, what's the point?
Of what?
This? Is it some sort of art? A Zen garden? What?
Crime has slowed down since you started helping out. It's a lot of work, as always. People like to say, New Atlanta? Well, safety doesn't happen by accident. Yep. Something just came in. Scuffle over at the Dawn's Roost. Security on site handled it, but now one of them is saying the other guy stole his wedding ring. Problem is, he left without identifying the perp, so I need you to talk to Royce Elgin at the Dawn's Roost. See if you can fill in the... Men like him aren't very generous with their time. They want you to solve a case without ever having... Not that he'd be much of a witness, given that he was still half drunk when he got here and somehow... Sorry, wrong word. Rich people don't get drunk, they get... Good. Report back here when the matter's resolved. According to the patron, the ring is valuable, but if I had to guess, not for sentimental reasons. Normally, when someone loses a valuable keepsake, they're heartbroken. A restaurant over in the residential district. It's the kind of place where folks come in different sizes. Let me know if you have any questions.
Like you need something.
Yeah?
Hey, you looking at getting into bounty hunting for the Trackers Alliance? Get yourself set up with a job from one of the missions. Not everyone's cut out for this line of work, but you'll be fine and get paid as long as you follow our motto. We are, quite simply, an alliance of bounty hunters. But the organisation makes it easier for us to do our jobs and legitimises our work. Various people approach the alliance looking for those living on the lam. We use our unique... I've got one I don't mind sharing with you. There was one time I had to track down one of our own. She'd gone rogue. We have lists of our members and their contact information kept secret for obvious reasons. This one, she'd hacked into our systems, and you can imagine many people would kill to have this information. So I had to track her and stop her before she could make them. Let me tell you, it's not easy to hunt someone who knows all your tactics and techniques. But I found her. You don't, not exactly. Anyone is free to take one of our missions. In doing so, of course, there have been times when wanted criminals have tried to take their own bounties in an attempt to throw us off their trail. But you should know that has never worked out. On you? That's news to me. Although I have heard about someone paying bounty. Let's see. Yep, it looks like... Still, that's got to be a mistake. I can clear this up for you. 3,000 creds ought to do it. All right. Let me know if you change. I can, and I will. But know this. Bounty hunting can be difficult work. If you think you have what it takes, then you can find Trackers Alliance jobs listed on mission boards, with payment delivered upon. I'll point you in the right direction, but after that, you're on your own. Follow the motto, and you'll be fine. Show no mercy, leave no quarter. Certainly. You'll find mission boards in every major city, and some of the smaller settlements as well. You can use them to find many types of jobs. More often than not, they'll be near spaceports. Check the bars where travelers and freelancers like yourself. A word of advice. Mission boards are guaranteed payment upon completion of the job. Go and leave no quarter.
I know your type. The freewheeling space ace.
What was the name of that guy? The contact?
If they got any value.
Nice to meet you.
Hello.
Dawn's Roost has the best food
I'm looking to
in the
join a
set
crew.
systems.
Any openings? Astro Dynamics. Stick me aboard your ship, and I'll go. Trust me, you'll be getting. Why is that? Yeah, I hope so. In my experience, they're right. If you don't like it, find someone else to do. That is as slow as I'll go. If you don't like it, then you are not hiring me.
I am legally required to remind you that management ain't responsible on account of something bad happening to you in here. You buying? What's it gonna be? First of all, I didn't ask what you... Second, don't blow smoke up my ass. We both know it ain't. Down here? Like that's somehow different from other bars? Yeah? Well, don't. Yeah? All right. All right, then.
Do you have room for one more on your... Particle beam weapons is my specialty. If you have one aboard your ship, I can... No more than the average crew person. Why is that? In my experience, the right offer. If you don't like it, find someone else to deal with. No, that's okay.
I hear you.
Sounds fair. I'm in. Your loss. If you're hiring, I could...
Party.
If you're looking for a tracker, you've come to the right place.
Howdy. Any vacancies on your crew? I think you'll agree. Why is that? I hear you. If you're the best, that's the best.
You buying? What's it gonna be? Down here? Like that's... Yeah? Well, don't... First of all, second, don't... Uh-huh.
Yes? I'm looking for work. I'm only looking to earn the going rate. Why is that? Don't think I'm desperate or anything, but better than being unemployed, I suppose.